Haha, New Line Cinema. Sonya Blade waits despite having him in her crosshairs so that the nameless baddie can fire off enough rounds to kill several innocent people before she takes him out. Why is a henchman attempting to kill Sonya when Shang Tsung wants her at the tournament? Also, none of these partying dancers gives any f**ks about the gunfire going on not 3 feet from them. The Penis Tower!
But there's no one else.
So are you saying that
There can be only one.
every f**king person on this pier is welding something right now? Shang Tsung supposedly brings Scorpion and Sub-Zero down here to kick some ass, once again forgetting that he brought these people here for an important fighting tournament.
Your sideshow freaks attack my fighters.
Your fighters? Then why was Shang Tsung the one that tricked Sonya and Johnny Cage into being here?
That is expressly forbidden before the tournament.
So if Shang Tsung had successfully broken the rules, would he have just forfeited the tournament? Seems like an unwise game plan, even if you're pure evil.
Come with me.
Come with you where? Isn't this the time for walking and not teleporting?
And I come back to you now, at the turn of the tide.
To enter the realm of Earth, the Emperor's demon sorcerer Shang Tsung and his warriors have to win 10 straight victories in Mortal Kombat.
Who made up that f**king rule?
The essence of Mortal Kombat is not about death, but life.
I don't know, Raiden. I played Mortal Kombat a bunch back in the day, and I don't remember anyone in the game saying keep him alive when his life meter went down. Penis Mountains!
Is anybody monitoring?
Well, you're in the demon realm now, so probably not. I know he's a Hollywood diva and all, but damn, he's still a guy, right? Why so many f***ing bags?
Look at your compass.
How does Liu Kang know that Sonya has a compass underneath her watch?
Flawless victory.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like the guy brought kicking and punching to an ice fight.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't need your help.
That is literally the first time you've ever said anything remotely close to that. Does every room in this castle come with a table full of food, including complimentary giant chickens? Why are there 3 guys each fighting Johnny Cage and Liu Kang, but Sonya only gets 1 guy? Well, hell, I can do that. Johnny puts a spear outside this guy's right arm, but then in the next shot, it's on the other side. Starfruit.
And I come back to you now, at the turn of the tide.
Them.
So these guys have just been standing here the whole time while Liu, Johnny, and Sonya congratulated themselves and no one heard them? Sonya cuts her black pants into short shorts, which is awesome. Let's just admire that for a second. The only problem is that we should be admiring it for the rest of the movie because there's no way she could have packed an extra pair of pants for this trip that she didn't know was happening. Why are the first 2 fights on the beach with Shang Tsung there and like over 100 spectators and then bam, suddenly Johnny Cage is fighting Scorpion in an empty orchard? What the f***? What happened? Where did everybody go? Who told Johnny Cage to go fight Scorpion in an orchard and why? Is this a dream? I thought this was a tournament. The rules further state that I can warp you into another dimension at any time. Oh shit, he's gonna shoot fire at me. Bones. Ah, shield. Perfect. Okay, my shield's on fire, now I need a weapon. Bones. Ah, spear. Perfect. Is that picture supposed to be something Johnny Cage carries around all the time? Or did we just find out Scorpion was secretly a huge fan of Johnny Cage movies? Seriously, who decides which fights have spectators and which ones don't? And how is all that communicated to the participants? Is there like a printed schedule with ring assignments and shit?
To win your next match,
Your next match? This is Mortal f***ing Kombat.
use the element which brings life.
What, cadmium?
You disappoint me. Not very wise.
Yeah, so tough words from Shang Tsung here, but now this fight is over for some reason, and Liu Kang starts fighting Sub-Zero, and Katana shows up unharmed using telekinesis to tell Liu about the element that brings life. Sub-Zero starts slowly creating an ice shield around him. Never mind that we saw him totally ice a dude in like a second before the tournament began.
Use the element which brings life.
Well now, why did you tell him to remember your words if you were just gonna show up and say them again with your brain? So Raiden and Katana got together and said we need to get Liu Kang to somehow use water in his next match because when he throws that water at Sub-Zero during the obvious ice shield move, it'll turn into a huge icicle and kill him. Who the f*** are these guys? And who did they beat to get this far in the tournament? How would you even make a bracket for this tournament? You'd start with no Goro at all, there'd be marquee matchups in the very beginning, and then Goro is allowed to fight whoever he wants. Betting and following this tournament is more complicated than following the basketball playoffs. Has Art at this point seriously not seen or heard of this Goro guy that has been destroying everyone in the past 20 matches? Man, remember those days back when you were young playing Mortal Kombat, and you always insisted on playing as Art? This is a Hollywood movie about Mortal Kombat, a game known for its finishing moves, and the big bad Goro's first finishing move is a shoulder bump?
Flawless victory.
Nope. I take issue with that, Shang Tsung. Art clearly got in some punches in one kick. Goro's life bar should have taken at least a little bit of a dent. Not much of one, but hardly flawless. Apparently Shang Tsung no longer has to stand over people to take their souls, he can do remote soul taking now. Earlier, the guy's soul went into Shang Tsung's hand, but now it goes into his right eye. Wouldn't Art's death have made more impact on the audience if he'd had more than 5 seconds of pre-fight screen time? Or, you know, if he'd actually been a character from the game?
Only one thing can defeat you. Your own fear.
Well, and also a supernatural being who is 8'2" and has 4 huge arms can defeat you.
Challenging Goro, eh?
So you can just choose to fight Goro? Well, how does anyone keep track of who's supposed to fight who?
The rules are quite clear.
The rules are actually not very clear at all.
Mortal Kombat. We fight it.
Raiden states that Johnny's weakness is to jump into any fight to prove himself, and now he's smiling when Johnny does the very thing he said was his weakness. Goro breaks Johnny's sunglasses, but the lenses remain intact.
Those were $500 sunglasses, hole.
Goro's just now acting surprised that Johnny is behind him after Johnny says an entire sentence. Goro falls off the cliff with his back facing Johnny, but you can bet your ass he found a way to twist around and grab the cliff on his way down. How did Johnny even come up with this plan? How did he know to go here? Did he just walk around one night and find this cliff that he could kick Goro off just in case he ever found himself in that exact situation? What? This dead thing just sits around and waits for smaller creatures to be thrown into it so it can become a living being again? At this point, the stomping or the running should have begun. I would say Liu Kang should be dead or paralyzed after crashing into this 3-foot brick wall, but the construction standards in Outworld are notoriously lax. What the fuck is Johnny doing right now? Is there some reason he can't come in from outside and help Liu Kang? Liu Kang just hit forward, and high kick. It's not hard after you practice. Couldn't Liu Kang just batter Shang Tsung senseless while he's trying to call up dead souls from the underworld? Shang Tsung summons 5 dead warriors so they can approach Liu Kang one at a time. Hey, when we install these spikes on the floor, let's make sure that they're in a pattern so that some of the floor is still completely safe. He's hunched over! Kick him into the spikes!
Flawless victory.
Does anyone in this movie know what the word flawless means? All the souls Shang Tsung took in his life were apparently good people waiting to go to heaven.
I've come for your soul.
What the fuck do they plan to do against this soul? Paul W.S. Anderson.
Your soul is mine.
Ever since CinemaSins began, the most requested thing has been TV Sins, and now it's a reality. Click the link in the description below to check it out. And now, the audio outtakes.